The cat is, pause for dramatic effect, alive!
Nope. You're wrong.
It's dead?
That's wrong too.
Then what's the right answer?
The answer is that it's in a state where it is neither dead nor alive.
What? How does that make any sense?
It's an extrapolation of something we see at the atomic level. We don't know if an atom is spinning upward or downward until we measure it. Before it's measured, those two possibilities coexist.
So the cat is both alive and dead? And we can't know it until the box opens.
But as soon as the measurement is taken, obviously, only one possibility is the truth.
Bruh.
That's
This is
what's
getting
happening with the
complicated.
alpha particles. Since we can't know when they were emitted or where, we only know the probability that they'll impact the jar. Because we can't observe anything that's happening in the box, that becomes the entire system. In other words, the box is like the atom. We don't know how the cat's life or death situation has resolved itself until we look at it.
So what you're saying is, this whole facility is the box.
Until we do, it's just a bunch of possibilities.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Do you get it? If the cat in the box is possibilities,
Then it's both alive and dead.
right. So, let's open the lid. And when we do, all the possibilities will collapse into a single truth.
And we will reach out to that truth.
Meow. What a relief, huh? Looks like the cat's alive. Anyway, that's Schrödinger's cat. The many worlds interpretation is one theory for explaining that weirdness.
There'll be a quiz at the end. I hope you all been taking notes. So there's another world out there where this cat died?
Yeah, that's the idea.
In fact, there's an infinite number of worlds where the cat died, as well as an infinite number of worlds where the cat lived. Questions? Be sure to leave them in the comments below.
Looks like that cat tick of yours cleared up.
Yeah. Well, your story was pretty insane.
Insane?
You don't think so? Just the idea of something being alive and dead at the same time. And truly think about that. Truly think about that. Driving over a bridge. Right? Or riding a train over a bridge. How easy would it be to imagine the bridge collapsing? Just randomly. So in a way, in our universe, we are always both alive and dead. And if the moment the lid is open determines whether or not the cat's dead, then it's almost like events in the future can determine the past. I mean, the cat doesn't die when you open the lid, so it must have already been dead.
Exactly. You've experienced it, haven't you?
I sure have. What on earth are you talking about?
Think back. Remember round 2 of the AB game?
Yep.
When you chose Betray, what was my vote?
Ally.
But what happened this time?
Betray.
Right. And both times, I put in my vote a full minute before the deadline. When did you push the button?
Within 10 seconds. Right before the deadline.
I see. Well, that makes this a little easier to explain. If you chose Betray, then my vote was Ally. If you chose Ally, then my vote was betray. But I made my choices a whole minute before you made yours. Don't you think that's strange?
It is a little bit.
You do see what I'm saying, don't you?
Mm-hmm. That my choice in the future altered your action in the past? Question mark?
Yeah. From your perspective, there's no other way to interpret it.
That's nuts. That's straight up nuts. Now that I thought about it, round 1 had been the same. Yep, with Alice. And when I'd chosen betray, she'd done the opposite.
Look at this die. I found it over there. Let me give you one last example.
As she spoke, she tossed the die into the box and quickly shut the lid.
All right. Answer this question.
You're gonna ask me what the number is, aren't you?
What number is the die on?
All of them. It's all of them.
Okay. I'm going to open the lid. Good job.
What?
You got it right.
I just got that right? That was just a fluke.
Was it? Let's think about what was going on before I opened the lid. What number was the die on? Haven't you been paying attention? The die is still a collection of atoms, isn't it? I don't think you can reasonably suggest that it was made of some different kind of matter.
Wait, so you're saying that before you opened the lid, the die was on all the numbers?
Uh-huh.
Yep. Are you guys getting this now?
That's one way to look at it, at least.
I was being sarcastic before, but if you have questions, seriously, let me know. I'd love to talk about it. This kind of stuff just fascinates me if it, wasn't already clear. And then when you open the lid, it was just one number.
Or it might have become that number when you declared which one it was.
Now that I don't get. Huh? Wait, what do you mean?
Your choice in the future has an effect on the past.
Wow. That's crazy.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say.
That's all? That was a good 20 minutes worth of talk.
We got a little off topic there, but I think I made my point.
So you and I, Phi, as I've said, we have a huge responsibility here.
Reality separates off into an infinite number of branches for each and every possibility.
And again, my question is, why are we only able to do this? Or are we only able to do this? Ugh! So many questions.
You and I seem to be able to jump from branch to branch.
So it would seem.
Of course, our bodies aren't doing the jumping. Our consciousnesses just sort of dive into other versions of ourselves in other worlds.
And this is why I love this game and this series. It's so meta. It's so meta, I love it. Whoa. I think I get it now. That's how you knew my name, right? You jumped in from another world. That's how you knew all those other things you shouldn't have known.
Yeah, that's the best I can figure out, at least. Unfortunately, it seems like we don't retain all our memories when we jump.
No.
Maybe we only remember particularly important things. I'm not sure how it works. But whatever the reason, it seems to be fairly limited. And often, we don't seem to remember jumping at all. Things will just sort of pop up.
That's why when someone asks us how we know X, all we can think of to say is, I just knew.
Yeah.
What's causing this, then? I don't remember ever doing this before, so why would it start now?
If we knew that, I don't think we'd be having so much trouble.
And here's another thought. How long have they been doing this?
It's just,
Just what?
well, I'm pretty sure it has to do with why we're locked up in here. There's no way this doesn't have something to do with whatever Zero Senior's trying to do. Why would he have left that Schrodinger's cat book in the crew quarters?
You aren't Kitten, are you? Maybe this is some sort of huge Schrodinger's cat experiment, and all 9 of us are locked up inside the box right meow. That's what I
What if
said.
you got it backwards?
That's what I said. Wait, backwards?
We're outside of the box, and the rest of the world is inside.
Oh my god. Then the moment we step out of this place.
Yeah. We might be determining the history of the world outside.
No way. I had 1,000 other questions, but before I could open my mouth to ask them...
Oh, good! There you are!
Here we are.
Did something happen?
I'm guessing the answer is yes.
Yes! We found it!
Found it?
What do you mean, what? What else could we
Oh, the bomb. Okay.
find? The bomb!
Yes, please show us where it
The
is.
other antimatter bomb. The number 2 bomb is in the control room.
What? That was not there. Wait, come on now. That was not there. You've got to be kidding. I looked down there. Is this it?
Yeah.
This is one of them, all right.
Okay, so we know of 3 for sure.
No. There could be more.
Yep, that's what I said.
Like Kay said, there might be a number 4 bomb out there. We have no way to know.
Did you tell anyone else about this, Clover?
Well, not really. But, I wasn't the first person to find it.
Who was?
Who was?
Kay and Luna. After they found it, they came to the infirmary and told the rest of us.
So yes, everybody knows. Who was in the infirmary?
Everyone. Tenmyoji and Dio were there. So were Alice and Quark, of course, although they were still asleep.
So everyone who wasn't asleep knows about the bomb. I see.
Yeah.
There's nobody else here, though. Where'd they all go?
Right after we came here to look at the bomb, they all left. They were going to go look for you 2.
What about Alice and Quark?
They're the same. Still sleeping. We checked them out just to be sure, but they seemed fine.
That's good. Fi and I looked at one another and let out a small sigh of relief.
Oh, right. I checked everybody's bracelets when we were in the infirmary. Did you want to know what they were?
Yes, please. It took her only a moment to explain. Alice was a green solo, and Quark was a blue solo. Dio's bracelet made him a yellow pair, and Tenmyoji was a cyan pair. So, what are our options for groups?
The next set of doors to open are going to be the white doors. That means we'll have to mix our colors so that we get white.
Boy, I'm glad you're here to do this, Fi, because it would have to be a lot of paperwork to figure it out. Fi laid out what that would mean. Option A. Fi and Tenmyoji would pair with me. Kay and Dio would pair with Quark. Clover and Luna would pair with Alice.
Huh? There's only one option?
That's it.
Yeah, any other combinations don't make white.
What about Alice and Quark? Luna said it's going to be a while until they wake up.
We'll just have to carry them.
Oh god.
The secondary doors won't open without 3 bracelets.
That's true.
And if we can't open them...
Yeah, we'll get penalized.
Exactly.
Don't worry about Alice. I'm on her team.
Are you saying you can carry her?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I can get Luna to help me.
True. I'm sure she'd be happy to help.
What about Quark?
He's on Kay's team. There shouldn't be any issues there.
Yeah, Kay can definitely carry him. Well, we still need to figure out what we're gonna do about this bomb. Alice said we should be safe as long as it's not triggered with the remote.
Maybe, but we can't just leave them here forever.
The question is, what is the remote?
I mean, if they go off, then everything in like a couple 100 kilometers is gonna get fried.
Yeah, we know. Yes, we definitely know. Wait. A couple 100 kilometers? What are you talking about? That bomb should only have about as much explosive power as a ton of TNT. Which is nothing to sniff at, but that's nowhere near the kind of yield you're talking about.
It could be. What if these bombs are just like the detonator?
You mean there might be a bunch more anti-hydrogen around here somewhere?
The reactor.
Yeah. There are supposed to only be 18 antimatter reactors in the whole world. If that's one of them, then there's a lot of anti-hydrogen. $3.5 kilograms.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
If there really is that much, and if it does explode...
Yeah, we did.
Then we would be looking at an explosion roughly 10,000 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima.
Well, at least our deaths will be quick. That's insane.
Wait, Clover, how did you know that?
Good question.
Know what?
That stuff about antimatter reactors.
Well, that's, during my training, they...
What training?
My job?
What is your job? I didn't realize waiters these days needed to memorize how many operational antimatter reactors there were worldwide. Or how much fuel each one of these reactors might be storing. You don't work at a cafe, do you?
Did you hear about that from Alice? Oh,
Yeah.
well, she's right then.
And why are you using antimatter reactors at a cafe?
That's, what we call the coffee machines.
Give it up, Clover. Spill the beans.
I'm telling you the truth. I work at a cafe.
You probably do, but what is your main job?
It just might, be a kind of fake job to divert attention. I think they call it a cover.
Then what's your real job?
I'm sorry. I really can't tell you anything else.
Yeah, 'cause you'd have to kill me, right?
Why not?
It's classified.
Uh-huh.
The government?
The government, huh?
The government?
Alice said it was her job to eliminate enemies of the state, or something. So you two do work together. Uh-huh. I thought so.
Oh no! Check your bracelets. How much time do we have left?
What are you talking about?
How long until the doors open? Come on, quickly!
We have 55 minutes.
I'm heading back then. Remember, we're supposed to meet at the infirmary. You guys hurry back, okay?
Boy, you're eager to get out of here, aren't you?
Bye!
Okay, bye. Bye, Felicia. And she's gone. Fine. She's right, you know. We need to get going.
Hold on. I need to check something really quick.
What did you check?
Oh, there you are.
Hello.
You're late. What were you doing?
Nothing.
When we arrived, everyone else was already back. Quark and Alice hadn't left, of course. They were both sleeping soundly. Any traces of the madness we'd seen earlier, long gone.
Clover told us. You've seen the bomb in the control room.
Yes, sir.
So what the hell should we do? That makes 3 bombs.
Well, we have to do something. They're bombs, for God's sake.
There's a quick and simple solution.
Really?
Remember what Alice said?
There should be an emergency deactivation password.
Yes, there has to be.
If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate. You see it? Right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here.
And I think I have it. I have the PDA.
Then we can enter the password.
So, if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Yes.
Whoa, hold on a second. That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about. Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
Not a problem. We've resolved that issue.
Huh?
Show them.
I nodded and pulled it out of my pocket.
That was in the safe in the control room.
Indeed. Exactly. We didn't have any idea what it was at first, but Phi figured it out. After Clover left, we tested it.
Turned out I was right. It fit perfectly.
Yes. Couldn't get it to do anything, though. We plugged in a couple of random characters, but all we got was an error.
Still, I'm sure this is the thing Alice was talking about. We just didn't have the right password.
How are we going to find the password?
But why was it in the control room?
I don't know.
Do you think Zero Senior put it here for us?
Probably.
That would suggest it was also Zero Senior who set up the bombs.
Doesn't that seem odd, though? Zero Senior wants us to play the nonary game, right?
Sure.
So why would he set bombs?
Maybe he wants to blow this whole place up if someone commits some crazy violation of the rules?
That doesn't make sense. Our bracelets already have poison in them. If someone breaks a rule, all he has to do is activate their bracelet.
Yeah, you're right. Oh!
Well, whatever the case is, there's one thing we can be sure of. The person who set these bombs is one of us.
Yep.
Whether or not that person is also Zero Senior isn't particularly relevant at the moment. But what is relevant is that they know the deactivation password.
Yes.
If we can figure out who that person is and question them,
We can get the password and turn the bombs off.
Correct.
exactly. That would be my quick and easy method.
Alright, so which one of you bastards did it?
So fess up.
Come on.
Which one of you set the bombs? Not that I expect you to do that. So, we're going to be checking everyone.
Checking us.
Yes. Once they're set, the bombs are controlled by a remote.
Indeed.
It stands to reason that whoever set them has that remote.
So you're gonna search us for it?
Yes.
But
No buts. If you refuse, that implicates you. Do what I say and you'll be fine, assuming you are actually innocent. Understand? No reason to wait. Let's get started. Anyone want to volunteer to go first? No? All right. Let's see.
Wait,
Huh?
you only need to search one person.
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I'd even realized I was saying them.
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah. I met Phi's gaze and nodded, then turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person... That person! You did it! Take that!